Hi there, Tommy Larkin here. In today's Tweak of the Week, we take a look at downward facing dog and gaining benefit from integrating vital lines of energy in the arms. Welcome to today's Tweak of the Week about improving the overall form of downward facing dog and gaining more benefit from the arms. Although the last 2 weeks of tweaks have been about the hands and wrists and looking at plank and push-ups, I want to jump to down dog to discuss the full actions of the arms while removing a little bit of the weight-bearing aspect on the wrists of plank. By doing so, we can gain better internal knowledge, which I like to call understanding, and how the energetic actions of the arms work. Many people feel that downward facing dog is a resting pose or a place to take a break. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with this sentiment, especially since I've even checked out in down dog from time to time myself. However, not taking full advantage of the benefits of the pose can leave you lacking shoulder strength and torso stability, plus the potential beneficial shoulder flexibility work. When we integrate more integrity in the arms, this leads to better work in the torso and increases the overall benefits of the pose. This is especially true if we're working the pose as a warm-up or moving towards handstands. Now, the tweak I'm going to show you is pretty simple, and we'll learn it first on our knees. Then we can apply it to the full expression of the pose. But before we get into the pose, let's look at the tweak on a more intellectual level. There are various actions in the body which couple different points together. These points are connected via extensible and contractible lines of action. I liken them to bungee cords which facilitate the muscular actions necessary to engage the body. Add the energetic quality and you get the AC/DC effect. Now, I'm not talking about that famous British rock band, but the electrical process of direct and alternating currents. So in our body, which is an electrical system in its own right, we make a supposition that we have direct currents running from a point A to a point B and vice versa. This would be our direct current lines. Then there is also the dynamic interaction, our alternating currents, which move between these two lines and facilitate a balance to overall muscular action. This whole physical and energetic process I refer to as the vital lines of energy. For the arms, the vital lines start from the heart center, which is located in the middle of the sternum, and runs out to the shoulder right in the center of the deltoid, then spirals under the armpit down to the inner elbow, and then into the soft spot between the thumb and index finger. The alternating line runs back from the center of the palm straight up the arm to the deltoid point in the shoulder and back to the heart center. What we learn from these two lines of energy is that there is more to the dynamics of the arm than just the arm itself. The alternating current between these two lines balances the amount of push versus pull generated in the arm, which elicits the other muscles needed to facilitate proper action or support from the shoulders, the upper chest, and back, relative to a given arm position in a pose. So when we start to understand this concept, we begin to properly integrate the prime movers, those muscles responsible for a given action, and gain the proper support from the synergistic muscles, those which assist the prime movers. As a result, we build better strength in our muscles and provide better joint space, which helps increase overall mobility, i.e., better range of motion and flexibility. So let's get to the tweak itself. Come to lying on your belly. Place the hands underneath your shoulders and press up to a table position. Check that the wrist creases are parallel to the front of your mat. See Tweak of the Week number 2 for more details on this. Have equal contact with the four corners of the hand on the floor, which are the base of the thumb, index fingers, and pinky fingers, and the outer heel of the hand. Keeping the hands where they are, lean back slightly towards the heels. While keeping the head lifted, from the center of the chest, imagine a line running towards the outer shoulder. From the shoulder, feel the line spiral under the armpit to the inner elbow and press down into the base of the thumb and index finger. Although you should feel a slight turn towards the outer edge of the hand, keep a little more pressure on the base of the thumbs and index fingers. Now, from the center of the palm, feel like you are drawing the arms back up towards the shoulders and into the heart. Beyond the arms feeling strong and like they are hugging the bones, you should feel the chest opening up and broadening. The head may even lift a little more. So this is the vital lines of energy in the arms. Keeping this action in the body, lift the knees to enter into downward facing dog. To better facilitate the vital lines of energy in the arms, bend the knees a little and keep the heels lifted. The extension of the arms and torso are the primary actions necessary to develop the posture and ensure the hips maintain a neutral position. While maintaining the arm actions and still lifting the head, lengthen the hips away from the hands. Now you can lower the head so the ears line up with the upper arms. On a side note, it is fine to keep the legs straight, but don't force the heels towards the floor. Attempting to force the heels down creates an adverse tuck to the pelvis and affects the ability to deepen into the posture. By simply lengthening the torso, the hamstrings will become more flexible, and here in down dog and from other poses as you work on hamstring strengthening. Thus, the heels will then begin to naturally descend towards the floor with time. If you like today's tweak and would like to see a specific topic, pose, or exercise covered in our Tweak of the Week, shoot us an email with your idea or question. To do so, just visit the Connect page on our website, omfay.com. That's omfay.com. Also, as a reminder, we're initially sharing the Tweak of the Week in our newsletter, Get Optimized. So if you want to be among the first to receive each week's tweak, sign up today. You can do so at the bottom of each page on our website. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed what you've learned and that you're having an amazing day. And let's get optimized.